What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Nick Wood, the king of digital real estate. And today, I want to talk about a niche fail, baby. A niche that I wish I had never gone into, and I would like to advise you to do the same. And if you want to go try it out, that's on you. But here's the story. Here's why what made me think of this, etc. So I was just barely a couple hours ago, I was leaving my house to go to the gym. And for whatever reason, the last couple days, I've been going midday to kind of break it up. It's been kind of nice, whatever. So I go out and I've got a mobile detailer that is actually in my driveway. And that's not the niche, by the way, because I've talked about mobile detailing on this channel, but he just barely finished my car. So I'm literally getting in my car and this other car like rolls up and like squeals to a stop. And there's like four dudes in there, and somebody in that car gets out. And the most hilarious part was they're like, I said, I was just joking, like, what you selling? Because I could just tell they were door-to-door salesmen, which I respect, by the way. If you want to come knock on my door, I'm an easy sale. So anyway, I was just joking, like, bro, what are you selling? And he's like, well, I'm selling permanent Christmas lights and lead gen. I'm like, how's this guy know about lead gen? He's like, dude, I know who you are. I'm in your free Facebook group. Anyway, we started talking. So shout out to you, bro, for hustling, for grinding, for doing the door-to-door deal. And you know who you are. But secondly, let's talk about Christmas lights, baby. Let's talk about doing lead gen for Christmas lights. So this would have been 2 years ago, I think, 2020. 2020 around like the fall. Keep in mind, guys, up until 2020, I was only on the deals that I did, like the actual lead gen deals. Most of my stuff was SEO, but the lead gen deals that I did, they were pay per lead. And so every winter, I had this huge up and down, right? Every winter, I would watch my revenue and my numbers just tank. And so I knew, I was like, dude, this year, I'm only doing flat fee. That's kind of where the obsession with the flat fee came, because I was so tired of the winters. But winter's coming, right? It's like fall, and I've got all these flat fee deals, and I'm like, I'm hoping these are good. On paper, they should be good, but I still don't know if these people are going to honor their contracts, etc. So I'm like really hedging my bet in 2020. And I'm like, okay, what are some niches that not only do good in the winter, but they do great in the winter? So of course, I'm like snow removal, and I start thinking of a couple, and I'm like, what about Christmas lights? And my wife, the year before and the year before that, she wanted me to do the lights. So I got up in the house and dang near fell off the house. I'm like, I'm not doing them this year. So let's go ahead and use this as an opportunity to get a client. By the way, little pro tip. If you need something done around the house at all, whether it's duct cleaning or carpet cleaning or your roof, whatever, think about it as, how can I use this as a client? And you can actually use yourself, your own house. Maybe you want to use your spouse, your significant other, your parent, whatever. Use them as the lead. Use them as the lead. You're calling, you're giving them something up front, and it's a lead, and you have intent to buy because you literally need to do the service anyway. So long story short is I start doing the homework, and I'm like, okay, this area I live, St. George, Utah, there's some volume. There's no competition, zero. And a lot of the people that I know in this town, they don't do it themselves. When you get into like the town I grew up in and the town that I went to college in, those are smaller towns, not a ton of money, a lot of DIY type of people. So not as popular, but where I live now, we got a lot of people moving in from out of state. We got a lot of like professionals. We got a lot of people that just don't want to do it, right? And they want it to be done nice, whatever. So there's decent volume. Everything checks out on paper, right? But here's the key. And this is why getting someone's experience and opinion that's been there, done that is so valuable, because as much as you think you know these industries, as much as you think you know how to do this stuff, until you've tried it, until you've lost money in every niche conceivable, you don't know, okay? I run the deal. I go and I find somebody that does Christmas lights. And I hit them up and I said, hey, I need my Christmas lights done. How much is it going to cost? I can't even remember the price. It was reasonable. I said, cool. But I said, here's the deal. I want to chat with you. In fact, this is actually what I did. Now that I'm remembering this, I called a couple different people. And I was like, hey, give me a quote. And I said, cool, that sounds pretty fair. Let me ask you this though. Are you able to take on more work? And the first two, I think maybe three that I called, they were like, no, we're good. They were trying to flex. I'm slammed. We got so much work, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks for your quote. And I strategically used the guy who I knew could take on more work. So we talked and I said, I'm going to have you do my lights. But again, before I agreed, I had already told him that I was getting leads and I could, well, I didn't even say I was getting leads. I said I could generate leads. I'm looking for a partner with Christmas lights. And that is what I did. So we worked out a deal and I said, look, and the only downside for this first year is I kind of caught him a little bit late. I didn't realize people where I live, I think this is becoming a trend across like the US, maybe it's out of the country too, but people are throwing up their lights earlier and earlier every single year. Like, dude, I just realized, I've been in Arkansas this last couple days, I just realized 2 or 3 of my neighbors, guys, it is November like 6th. A couple of my neighbors already have their lights up. Last year, I did my lights right after Thanksgiving, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is way too much. We got people that got their lights up already, dog, and Halloween just ended. So anyway, we kind of missed that season. He did get a couple good leads. He gave me a deal on my lights, and basically what we ended up saying is we said, okay, here's what we're going to do. Is next year, he said, I think he did my lights for free and I just paid for the lights. He did the service for free. That's kind of the deal we worked. And he said, give me whatever you get, but we kind of missed our window. But next year, let's do a deal. And anyway, so he took down the lights. I had to store the lights, which was kind of a pain, which I wish I would have found somebody that stored the lights for you. But next year came, which is last year, and I hit this guy up. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I got a lot of work and we're doing this other epoxy business and all this different stuff. And I just never was able to put a deal together. And I called a couple companies, and to be very candid, this is about the time when I got really, really invested into my Facebook group. And I was like planning my digital landlords program in my head. And it wasn't like a high priority because there's only a window. Anyway, I never got a client for it. And the site ranks, y'all. The site actually ranks, but it doesn't pull very much. Like as far as leads go, it doesn't pull that many leads. The leads it does pull, we're getting a lot of looky-loos. We're getting a lot of, what does it cost? Because here's the thing about Christmas lights, and this is what I'm going to tell you. I don't like the niche at all. First of all, it's low ticket. It's, a couple $100. It is high margin because it's literally just a service. It reminds me of duct cleaning. However, it's not as high ticket as duct cleaning. On top of that, a lot of times people are repeat customers. So once you give somebody a lead, they're just going to stay with that person for a while. So don't love that aspect. And here's the other piece of this. You're dealing, like, I have yet to find a company. I know they're out there, but the people that are actually taking this business serious as a business, like, hey, we're a Christmas light business, they're booked because they're the only serious player in town. All the other options out there is like, oh, I'm a teacher and I do this on the side. Oh, I have this other business, I do this on the side. Oh, I blah, 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 I do this on the side. Oh, I'm a contractor, I do this on the side. It's all these like, what do I say? Like 9 to 5 people that just do it on the side, or they have another business and this is what they do during the winter, which means they're not really that interested in growing it. And I've also noticed I deal with a lot of people that aren't super like motivated. Like they're just not. It's like, dude, they just want to make a couple extra bucks to buy some Christmas presents, maybe go on a cruise, go on a trip. I just haven't found that hungry whale, or not even a whale, but that hungry fish that's like, dude, I want to own this city. So now I'm out. I'm never doing another Christmas light site again. I've got one, don't love it, too low ticket. Even when I land a client, it's not going to be that much money. It's just, and on top of that, it's very seasonal. Like there's like a 2-month window. I'm kind of ashamed that I even built the site. There's like a 2-month window. It's like November, it's like October, end of October, where people are like getting quotes, and then all of November is busy. And then there's like late bloomers, maybe the first week, maybe 10 days into December. That's it. That's it. Done, and done. Okay. So for me, I'm completely 1,000% on this niche. I'm out. It's up to you. You can go and try this niche out for yourself. Maybe you don't think I'm telling the truth. That's fine. Don't trust me. Just try it. It's what I always say. But again, I don't like this niche for many, many reasons. Number one being the size of the job. Number two being the seasonality of it. Number three being there's not that many serious people because it's not really a niche where people do it full time because it's seasonal. I get there's like that like year-round lights option that people have kind of started doing. I don't love it for my house, so I have a hard time like seeing how people love it. So as for me, Nick, my company, Evergreen, ya boy, the king of digital real estate, Christmas light niche, I'm out. But you choose.